see your dad is in there. Ask him to join us to commentate.
You won't. Cool, posting. Cool guys, welcome to the GTSA King of the Mountain finale. This is a culmination of the GTSA Season 4 season, and it is the last race featuring the top guys that basically qualified for this finale. I'm joined tonight by Josh in the stream, and we're hoping for some exciting racing, aren't we, Josh?
Definitely. I think this is a very good ending to the season and the year for us.
I agree, definitely. It's been a long year, eh? A long year and a lot of races, a lot of admin on your side, I believe, eh?
It's been perfect.
Awesome stuff. So, we are racing tonight at Bathurst, otherwise known as Mount Panorama. We are in the GR3 cars tonight. Josh, I don't know if you have any more info on the race settings for tonight.
Okay, yeah, so what we did was we using the same manufacturers from season 4, so there were a number of manufacturers that the guys had to choose. So the manufacturers they chose at the beginning of the season, they had to race through the whole season with that, and in this race they had to stick with that manufacturer as well.
Cool, so the guys are racing in their GR3 manufacturers from the season. We've got 14 races or 13 races that are going to take part in this race tonight, correct?
So it was supposed to be 14, but unfortunately one of the races couldn't make it. So I think we're down to 13.
13, okay, cool. So for tonight's race, there is a 6 times tire wear. Fuel depletion is at 4 times. The guys have a choice of tires. They can either use the racing hard tire or the medium racing tire.
That's it.
Balance of power will be on, and the race duration tonight is 30 minutes. So 30 minutes of some hardcore action from the 13 guys that are on track. Of the 13 guys, the top 5 from the above will fight for the title of King of the Mountain. They will be racing in the second race, which will also be 30 minutes, and in a one mic car class that is to be revealed now or later.
Well, I think all the guys are already in the lobby getting ready to race, but let's give it a few minutes before we
Okay,
reveal
cool. So for the second race, it will be similar settings, except the tire wear is bumped up to 7, and the guys have the choice of using racing mediums or racing softs. I can give you an idea that it is going to be quite tight, and it's going to be really fun stuff to watch. Josh, what's your expectations for this race tonight?
Sure. Well, obviously we want some good, clean racing, and I'd love to see some close action. You know?
I'm pretty sure this makes you proud as well, seeing all your guys on track like this.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I know there's a couple of guys missing here. One of them being yourself.
I know. For once, I'm behind the mic instead of behind the wheel.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think it's quite an awesome selection of guys that are racing. So yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Josh, if you don't mind, one of the guys just asked, can you put the mic as close to your mouth as possible? I think you're a bit soft that side.
1 second. Hold on. Okay.
That sounds a lot better.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
So, just to go down the list, some of the guys racing, we've got Mr. FLAce. He's in his BMW M3, looks like. The guys in the BMWs had one of 3 choices, either the M3, the M6, or the Z4. So quite interesting to see him in the M3. We've got Mr. Serious Sam, he's in an M6. We've got Cartes also in a BMW M3. BMW seem to be dominating this lineup tonight, eh?
It does, yeah.
It does. Stick
I
safe
see there is a
also.
Ford GT that's in the mix there.
Oh, I think we're about to get there. Stick safe, we got in a BMW M6. Mr. SMP Pro, he is in a Ford Mustang. Valentino, Ford Mustang as well. Lovely SA colors on that car, some Cecil branding. We've got one of the best looking cars I think that's come out of the season, Leap ZA, with his M6 McLaren inspired livery. I'm not gonna lie, it's my favorite livery right now. We got Jacques, he's in a GTR Godzilla. That thing's looking like it's been torn by Godzilla, with all his tribal markings on it. Valde de Vet, he's got his Ford Mustang, Red Bull livery. We've got Ultra Lean in an all-white Ferrari. That's quite interesting. I think he forgot to paint it. He forgot to paint it, but it does look nice. Yeah, it does for sure. Stiganator, he's in a Skyline. Sorry, Skyline. Just trying to check the livery there. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
And we've got Mikhail also in a Mustang. I feel like I've missed somebody. Where is Jay? There's Jay. He's got his Ford GT. Now
Yes,
this car I'm actually looking forward to seeing on track. It's a handful, but it is mad fast. So hopefully he can keep this one on track, and my money's on him. My money's on him for the first race.
Really?
I don't know about you. Yeah.
So you really think that car has quite a big advantage over the others?
I do believe so. Like I said, if you can keep it on track, depending how the strategy falls tonight, I think he might actually have a good chance of taking this one. I don't know what. Where's your money at?
Sure. I'm just looking at the lineup here now, and I really can't say. I actually do think that Karties would be a good contender, but I know you said you think that the M6 would be a better choice than the M3, and he's in the M3, so that might.
He might just prove us wrong. So we'll have a look, guys in chat. I see there's 24 people viewing currently. Please put down who you guys think might be, or who's your money on for this race tonight. So other than that, Josh, how's the season been for you? Have you been watching it closely? Any big names that have come out or dropped out, other than myself?
No, yeah. I think it's good to have Karties back.
I agree.
Been absent for a couple of seasons. But yeah, I see someone's. Steven says Lorenzo, but unfortunately Lorenzo's not going to be racing tonight.
Yes, Steven, sorry. Lorenzo actually has some internet troubles tonight. Of all 14 races, it just had to be him. Yeah, so it's very unfortunate. Would have loved to see him on track and in his BMW Sav Speed, as you mentioned. Yeah, that would look very nice on you. Yeah.
And you must know he didn't race the season, but we actually invited him as a
wild card. Yeah, wild card.
Yeah.
Who is actually the second wild card? I think there was two.
So it was supposed to be Jules, but unfortunately he also couldn't make it. But he told us in advance. So.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, just to advise the guys, I think we mentioned that the top 5 from the season all had automatic entry. That's right.
That's true.
And then the winners of each pool, apart from pool 1.
Yeah.
Apart from pool 1, yeah.
Yes.
There was some guys who actually won the race that couldn't race tonight, so I think it followed on to the P2 of that race that then joined. So yeah, I mean, it was quite a nice session, and I think from last week's races it was very tight. I know the pool 1 race that I had with Mr. FLAce that's on screen right now, he kind of pulled a trump card out on us with his fuel saving tactics, and I think we might see that again tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He's very good at doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if you saw any of the other races from last week.
Yeah, so I had a look at a couple of the pool races. There were some good battles all over the place.
Yep.
I think Gavin had a good battle with Vainhunt.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a close battle for quite a few laps as well. And,
okay,
actually,
nice.
Jacques Jaja is actually representing Pool 4.
Pool 4,
but,
yes.
he finished third, but unfortunately, Gavin and Venon couldn't make it for tonight, so he got the spot.
Well, he's definitely looking fast in his skyline currently on this
Yeah,
track, so definitely one to watch as well.
yeah, yeah.
Gary in the chat just saying, can he sub for Lorenzo and Jules? Gary, I think unfortunately not tonight. If Lorenzo or Jules actually nominated you, I think Josh might have had a change of heart.
Yeah, yeah.
How's the what? How is that Hardy-dar there? Who's the Hardy-dar?
Mr. Fox, he's talking about Jacques.
Oh, okay. I think Josh just explained it. The pool 4, you said? Pool 4,
Yeah, pool 4.
P1 and P2 are unable to race tonight, so
Yes.
P3 is currently racing. Stephen Berry saying, Jay owned pool 2. I was 8 seconds behind halfway before I bottled it. Well, if you didn't bottle it, Stephen, I think you might actually have been here, but well done to Jay for joining us. I'm actually quite happy to see him. He's one of my newfound teammates for the LNR season, so yeah, quite chuffed to see him on track. Schofield, where's the babes? Where's the babes? If you can manufacture some and put them on screen, go for it, brother. Cool, guys. So the guys are just going around track, doing a few warm-up laps, making sure that they're all comfortable with the car they've chosen, as well as the track itself. We will be starting
qualifying.
We will be starting qualifying shortly, as Josh has just mentioned, and that it's going to be 15 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
15 minutes quali, and then the guys are going to go straight into the race from there. For the first round, or the let's say penultimate of the King of the Mountain series. Cool, guys, please again make sure that you like, comment and subscribe on my channel as well as the GTSA channel. A lot of content being posted there by myself, Papa Jerry and Josh, and yeah, looking forward to 2020. You guys are going to see a lot more content on these channels.
Yeah, we've got quite a few plans, especially like with the GTSport SA website as well. So hopefully in the next few months we'll be seeing a lot more content.
Awesome stuff.
If the guys have seen the website has been revamped, and yeah, so hopefully it's gonna look a lot better, and we're gonna start adding the race details, race points, everything onto the website.
Awesome stuff. Cool, so sorry, just to stop you there, Josh. The quali is now on. We've got Serious Sam in the lead with the Leap ZA following suit. Valentino and his Mustang following them, and Mr. Effalace looks like he is fuel burning. So this man's the master of fuel. Hopefully he knows what he's doing, yeah? 15 minutes of quali. I think he's going to be burning quite a bit of fuel before he gets to do his actual lap. As mentioned, guys, they are racing with racing mediums or racing hards. They have the choice of either, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ooh, Carty's burning up his tires a bit as well. Bit of a spin on track. Ultra Lean, Valdo de Vet, and Jacques still in the pits, just making his way out now. So Josh, if you don't mind, you mentioned the GTSA website. What is the website link for anyone on stream that would like to go have a look?
So it's www.gtsportsa.co.za.
So gtsportsa.co.za.
I'm gonna post it on the chat.
Yeah, go for it. I think if you is that mic still near your mouth? Just wondering. Seeing Ken Dog saying it's a bit soft still. Hopefully it's not my fault.
I hope you can hear me now.
Hopefully it does. We'll just wait on the guys in chat to say so. Serious Sam about to start his lap, just warming up his tires here. Who have you got for pole, guys? Who have you got for pole? Let's throw it in the chat.
I'm gonna say Leap. I'm gonna go Leap.
It's a good man to back, no doubt.
Yeah.
Let's So we got the three guys in front. Jay just starting his lap as well. Stick safe. SMP Pro.
Quintus, who's Roykop?
I think that's FLA's.
Ah,
FLA's is Roykop.
Okay.
So he's starting his lap. I'm gonna go Karties, our GTSA champ for season 4. Only reason I'm saying him is because he's got the slip of both FLS and SM3 Pro.
I don't see him on the. He's sitting down 8th.
Yeah, he's in 8th.
Okay.
Ultra lean in the Ferrari. Valdo in his Mustang. Sharks about to start his lap now, as well as Stiganator. And one of my on-track buddies, Mikhail. There he's going.
Mr. Controller.
Yeah. A few guys on controller in this lobby tonight, eh?
Who's it? Is Waldo on wheel now?
I'm not sure. I think so. I did see him building a rig, so it's possible that he is on a rig now.
Yeah.
Leap coming into the final sector, revving out that BMW. Bryce Levi are saying, which track have you guys had the most competitive race?
Sure.
Bryce, is that in general for GTSA, just in regards to your question, or to myself and Josh specifically? Stephen Berry saying all of them to
all
Bryce.
That
So
is kind
Libra.
of true though.
Yeah, true.
We've had some epic races through all the tracks.
Leap rounding the final corner, setting the first lap. It's a 2:03. That is very quick. We got Serious Sam with a 2:04.2. Jay coming around to finish his lap. Mr. Monty, welcome, sir.
That Ford does look really nice, eh?
It does. It does. Crazy 8 Racing, I think.
Crazy 8s, yeah.
One of the new teams this season, this year.
Yeah, it's a group of guys that started racing with us recently.
Okay.
They were in Pool 8 together, and they became buddies, so they decided to start a team. So.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Jay with his 2:04.1. Like I said,
nice.
Josh, look at that. SMP Pro 2:04.0, FLA's 2:04.0, Karties 2:03.7. So your current leader, I think there's still a few guys needing to finish. Sharks coming around the final corner now. Leap, the man with clean air on this track with a 2:03.5. That's a very quick time. Shark just finished with a 2:05.5. Mikhail about to finish his lap. He's just rounding the final sector.
There's a few guys in the 205s.
Few guys, yeah, a few guys.
Yeah.
Ultra lean
Let's
as
see
well.
what Mikhail can do. I think he's the last one to complete a.
Mikhail's looking quite quick. 2:01,
Sure.
2:02, 2:03.
204.
2:04.3. Okay.
Wow.
So your current leader after the first lap, quali, is Leap ZA. Karties in second, FLA's third, SMP Pro in fourth, Mikhail in fifth, Jay in sixth, Sticksafe seventh, the Sharks in eighth, Serious Sam in ninth. That's quite surprising. Thought he'd been a lot further up there.
Yeah.
Valdo in 10th, Ultra Lean in 11th. He's just serving a penalty, and Sticksafe in 12th. For some reason, I still
from third position, from FLS down to what's a 6th, it's less than 1/10 of a second.
It definitely is. I'm actually looking at the gap between Sam and Mikhail right now.
Mikhail,
Who's just got to 6th is .003.
So it's 3,000ths of a second.
There's nothing splitting these top guys, so it's looking quite close, and that's hopefully gonna make for some exciting racing.
Yeah.
Leap actually going a bit quicker with the 2:03.4 now.
Is he?
He's going quite quick. Yeah, I think he might pit this lap now. His tire's a little bit dead. Stephen Berry saying 2 minute flat is possible if I run these times.
Because they're all on the medium.
They're all on the medium, yes.
Yeah.
First corner should be fun from Quintus van Zyl. I agree, I agree. I think we actually have the track map. The first corner, and I actually found it quite fitting. The first corner is actually called Hell Corner. So it's quite fitting. It is gonna be quite fun to watch the first corner. Sam up to fifth, yeah, we saw that. Who's the best livery creator in the group? Who is? I actually rated Mr. Leap. He's not just quick on track, he's quite good at making his car look quick.
I think there's quite a few of them. Roddy, Steven himself,
Yeah.
Kartis as well. I mean, Kartis had his livery created and actually put on a real race car, so that's quite an achievement.
It's amazing, yeah, definitely amazing. That was the Lambo that actually featured at the Kyalami 9 hour.
And wasn't there another car as well?
I just remember in the WhatsApp group all we saw was that Lambo. Cool guys, so some of the guys pitting now, just getting on some fresh rubber, and then we'll see one last flying lap, or two flying laps actually. There's 15 minutes in this qualifying.
So qualifying starts at 11 minutes past, so at 26 minutes past it will end.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give them a heads up that there's 5 minutes of qualifying left.
Awesome stuff. Cool guys,
so Kaden,
yeah.
You're gonna tell us what happened to you this season?
Yeah. So with Josh and the admin team having chosen, you had to choose a specific manufacturer for the new season. So I went a bit unconventional and decided to choose Dodge. Dodge was my manufacturer, and I only chose it because I used it in a LNR season. I think it was this year.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, I knew the car quite well. I didn't want to choose BMW and Nissan like everyone else had done. So, and I think, to be fair, I did quite well with the car. It's just the odd track that kind of caught me out. This race, in fact, last week I finished in second. I think the stream is on here. All because the man on screen now, Mr. FLAce, he pulled a trump card on me with his fuel-saving tactics. So in the race, I think I started in second, and Leap was in first. We both decided. No, actually, FLA's qualified first, and I was in second, and Leap was in third. And then Leap was in front for the first stint. I sat behind Leap trying to fuel save myself in the Dodge, and then FLA's was behind Haas. And little did we know that he was the man that we actually should have been watching while me and Leap were battling each other out. So yeah, that's how come I'm not here. Other than that, the rest of the season, I think I had quite a few battles with Jay in GTSA and LNR. I'm thinking of the Spa race we did. I had a lot of fun there. And then one of the races, the Autopolis race. Oh, I'm so upset about that race. I was on form for that one, and unfortunately the internet gods weren't on my side. But yeah, no, overall definitely tough season my end, hoping to come back fighting in 2020. Speaking of 2020,
so Heisenberg, Letabo just reminded us, Kati's livery was also an Aston Martin.
Okay.
That was the first one he did.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. What does Mr. Cartes actually do?
He owns Cartes Auto Breakers, so it's a yard that sells second-hand damaged cars and parts and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So Stiganator actually now on top in his Skyline with a 202.
Wow.
2. That is quick. FLA's is 0.26 seconds behind him. Leap currently on a quick lap as well. Let's just see when he goes through this sector now. If he's still purple. He's not, but he's very close. He'll definitely break in the 202s. Cartes also on a quick one. I think the guys also pulling out their trump cards now for the quali lap. Thanks again all to joining in the chat and for this race. It's going to be quite a long stream, so please stick around as long as you guys can.
Eisenberg wants to see some of the guys in the back markers.
Sure, I'll put them on. So our back markers: SMP Pro in 7th, Mikhail surprising in 8th. I think he's completing a lap. Jay currently in 9th. I'm hoping he actually moves up from here. He's 7/10 up on his lap, so hopefully he goes further up. Valdu currently in 10th. Sharks rounding the S's currently in 11th. Not gonna lie, I actually like his skyline. Ultra lean in his Ferrari, the sole Ferrari in this race. I think taking a slow lap. Ooh, got a bit caught out there. And we got Valentino in his Mustang coming down Forest Elbow. Ooh, Jay's just left the room, unfortunately.
Oh no. I hope that's not his electricity. You were saying he might be getting load shedding.
If you don't mind just checking the chat there, just to make sure he's okay, yeah? So, 2 minutes left, guys. Stiganator looking like he's on top. FLA's not going to improve. He's standing still on the grid now. Leap going for his final lap. Sierra Sam going for a final lap. Carty's going up the hill now for his final lap. Stig Safe coming down the SS. SMP Pro also just joining the SS. Mikhail, I think Mikhail's finished for now. He's starting in 8th place. Valentino in 9th. Valdo in 10th. Sharks 11th. And Ultraline in 12th. So Stiganator still going. Leap coming around the last corner. Let's see if he betters his time.
Looks like it's a good lap, but I don't think it's enough.
Oh,
whoa.
He's gone
Yeah,
10 hundredths quicker. Just not quick enough. Sierra Sam finishing the 2:03.6 again. Carty's just about to finish his lap. Cool, guys. So remember, the guys are going to do a half-an-hour race after this quali session. And we're gonna see who will be our top 5 that will then race in race 2. Stig Safe having improved his lap, moving up to 5th.
Wow, that's a good lap.
Someone else as well, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna start the race. So
Carty's jumping to 3rd there with his final lap.
Really? Wow.
Awesome stuff. That M3 actually pulling. Awesome stuff. So, Josh, whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1. And here we go.
I think Jay's not going to join us for the race then, eh?
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately, there, Jay Goniwe out of the race tonight. We've had some load shedding troubles in the past 4 hours now. So, unfortunately, Jay has been caught out by that. Cool, guys, so let's start your grid with Stiganator in 1st, FLA 2nd, Carty's 3rd, Leap in 4th, SMP Pro in 5th, Sirius Sam 6th, Stig Safe 7th, Mikhail 8th, in 9th is Valentino, Valdo in 10th, Sharks in 11th, and 12th is Ultraline. It's a rolling start, so hopefully no chaos at the first corner.
Hopefully.
Oh, we got a bit of a problem with Stiganator though. Our the man who qualied on pole.
Oh. Okay.
So looks like we might need to do a restart.
We might do a restart, okay. I'm gonna tell them we'll do a restart.
Okay, cool. I think unfortunately, Josh, that means we might need to put our pole man at the back of the grid.
Yes, that's unfortunate, yeah.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate, and he's looking quite quick on this track with his skyline. So we're about to tell the guys that they just need to restart the race. Unfortunately, there was one man who had a bit of an auto-drive moment at the beginning there, and with this race, if you auto-drive, unfortunately we have to put you at the back of the grid. Oh, we got Jay in the chat here. Escom's a P word. Unfortunate about that, brother. Unfortunate. I was actually rooting for you, and I'm sad to see you in the chat room at the moment. Happened last race as well. Unlucky for Jay. From Where's Cuck, pole, and get AD. That sucks. I know, Schofield.
Okay.
Because the guy's just exiting.
So the one thing I forgot to do was to actually take a photo of the starting grid.
If you just go back in my stream, you should have it there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool, guys. So
I'm just gonna set up the grid.
go for it, Josh. Go for it. I'm just gonna carry on chatting to the guys here. So, guys, Bathurst, King of the Ring. Sorry, King of the Mountain. Josh just setting up the order here. The guys are just gonna go on track just so that they can get a bit more track time, make sure that they're comfortable with the track, and then we'll start race 1 in about 2 or 3 minutes. Stiganator unlucky there, second time in 2 weeks. I think you probably falling under the spell of the current weather that's going around SA. It's quite rainy in Joburg even now. So guys, come, let's see in chat, who have you guys got down to win the first race of the King of the Mountain finale? I think Josh has his money on Leap for the win, yeah? Unfortunately,
yes, I'm still sticking with that.
Unfortunately, my man Jay is out, so I'm not gonna say anyone else just now. I think it's commentator's curse. Commentator's curse for tonight, so I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm just hoping for a good race. Although I'm looking at somebody's name currently on screen. They're on my screen. They're number 8, so hopefully that man does a good job tonight. To be honest, I'm actually hoping he makes top 5 just so he can get into race 2. Nissan Godzilla for the win from Shaheen. Carties from Stephen Berry. Between Leap, Stig, FLAce, and maybe Serious Sam from Mr. Fox. Sean, how are you, brother? Sean Skitty1, how are you, boy? Good luck, Eon from Adrian. Shaheen also saying Mikhail for the win. Shouting for Carties and Mikhail. Nice one, Monty. Nice to see you in chat. Malgary, JRR, one already. Else is still racing. Everyone else is still racing because J won. No one saying Jacques. Yeah, Jacques is in a Skyline. Might be one to watch tonight. Gary, I think you actually won the race because you didn't even have to join the lobby. So guys, while we're waiting for Josh there,
okay, we're gonna have the race start in 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes. I'm gonna go through a few of the guys' liveries. Let me know what you guys think of the liveries. We got Mikhail up first with his Simpson inspired livery. We got Jux with his Skyline torn by Godzilla. We got Valentino with the Cecil livery. I did see someone mention, I don't know if it was this one, is the Sarl Fandamoven livery? Or was he talking about Carties? Carties with the Winfield livery. This livery on his car was one of my ultimate favorites on an F1 car. The Williams.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I see that, yeah.
Stig safe, unfortunately we can't see his livery quite nicely. It's a Castrol Edge. We'll go back to his. Valdu with his Red Bull livery on a Mustang. SMP Pro with his livery. Hopefully he moves a bit forward so you can see it a bit nicely. Leap again. Oh, this car is beautiful. with his McLaren inspired livery on a BMW. And we got Ultra Lean on an all white Ferrari. We should have actually made this a night race, Josh.
I was thinking about it.
Kivit Osawa, welcome brother, thanks for joining in the stream. Kalahari boys for the win, my pick Valentino from Andrew Kellner. Carties and Mr. Berry's livery are the ones that he loves the most. Carties with Mr. Berry's livery, sorry.
Okay guys, I'm gonna start the race.
Cool guys, ready to start.
Let's hope this is better.
I hope so too. Cool, everybody is on track, and I think we're ready to go. Bryce Levi saying my favorite is the Bart livery, so Mikhail, you got a vote for you there, brother. Cool guys, race start. We got FLAs on unconventional pole. Stiganator was actually the man in pole with Carties in second and Leap in third. Hopefully turn 1 will look awesome. So just to run through the grid, everybody is racing on medium tires for tonight's race.
Okay, the good news is it does look like Stiganator has...
He is moving, everybody's moving.
He's moving, yeah.
So race start guys. 30 minutes racing on King of the Mountain. Race 1 starts now.
And here we go.
FLA's going down to the first corner. Carties follow him quite closely. Leap in third. SMP Pro in fourth. Serious Sam fifth. Stick Safe in sixth. Mikhail, Valentino, Valdo, Sharks, Ultra Lean, and Stiganator. Stiganator's already made a place up on the first corner.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. You can see the guys in front. Carty's challenging for the lead here. And he's got it. FLA's sitting in behind it, settling in behind him.
Oh.
Bit of a wobble from SMP Pro. Leap is also right on FLA's bum now. I have a feeling we're going to see some fuel saving tactics here if the guys aren't careful. I must keep an eye on FLA's. You got SMP Pro in fourth. Serious Sam and Stick Safe sticking close together.
So Kaylan, do you think it was actually a good tactic for Carties to get in front now? Or to have rather sat a little bit behind and save some fuel behind one of the guys?
I think it would have been better for him to save fuel, but knowing Conrad Carties, I know that he likes to control the race a lot. So he likes to be in front to make sure that he's kind of making sure that the playing field's on his terms.
Yeah. So he's probably going to start fuel saving and just keep the guys behind him.
Correct. If you're watching his gauge right currently, you can see that he's not shifting quite as high or revving the car out.
Yes, I can see that as well, yeah.
And if you look carefully, just go between him and FLA's, you can see that FLA's is fuel saving already.
How do you see that?
If you look at his fuel gauge,
yes,
you can see that between the two of them, FLA's already has more fuel.
That.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Leap also behind. The top 5 are top 6 are really close together. 7th. Mikhail actually catching up to this group. He did fall back a little bit. Letabo saying Carties licking the stamp and sending it there at turn 2. Make some space at the front to spread the field, says Skitty1. I think the guys are going to try and stay on each other, make sure that they can keep in each other's slipstream, save their tires, save their fuel as best as they can. Get in there, Lewis. Stiganator in 10th, actually making move for 9th now on Valdo. These guys are close together. Oh, I think there was a bit of a touch there. Stiganator hanging back, just waiting it out now. Sharks in 11th and Ultra Lean in 12th.
Ultra Lean has dropped back a bit. Oh no, he's catching up again.
Yeah, he's catching up. I think he's kind of struggling with the back end of that Ferrari.
Yeah.
But definitely keeping what he can on track. Valdu just holding up the back of the grid here. Stiganator making sure he stays right on him till he makes a mistake.
Valentino in 8th is in a little bit of space all in.
Yes, bit of no man's land. I think he needs to try and get it within Mikhail's slip just so that he is one, saving fuel because he's already on a 3/4 tank.
Yeah, I can see that, sure. That fuel is going down quite quickly.
So let's go jump back to our leaders. Leap Zeta in 3rd here. Wow, these guys are racing close together. SMP Pro having a look on the inside but deciding to stay back. So definitely close knit.
It's good to see racing like this. Whoa, Ultralean's
Ultralean's just jumped off the lobby, unfortunately. I wonder if that was actually a DC or if he decided to quit on his own there.
I'm not sure.
Shark's actually catching up to Valdu. Stiganator having made the move on Valdu. Now chasing after Valentino. He's got 3.5 seconds behind him. See how quick he'll do that. Valdu actually 2.2 behind Stiganator. So look, we'll stick with these two. Looking for a move. Letavo, let's see the message in chat. He's licking the stamp. Is he sending it? There it is. Oh, but Stiganator keeping it round the outside. Oh, Valdo having a bit of a wiggle on the curve there. And Jacques actually making a move on him now. Oh, this is quite tight into the section. Oh, a little bit of a tap. A little bit of a tap there.
It's good that they've still both are still on track, so it's
fine. Definitely. None of them spun round. These guys
saw some sparks there from Valentino's car around the one bin.
Valentino's still in no man's land. At least he's keeping that 2.2 second gap to Mikhail.
Yeah.
Just want to stay with these two at the back here. They're giving us some action, definitely. Stephen Berry, I'm sorry for being harsh. But the guys are definitely racing tough. Josh, just to find out, will there be any incidents reports from this race?
There will be, definitely.
Oh, can see it right now. Yeah, between these two guys.
I'm sure Waldo's gonna have a bit to say about this.
Definitely, and I'm looking at them. We'll see the Skyline versus Mustang Powder.
He just got a tap in the back from the Skyline.
Yeah, I saw. Hopefully not on this corner. It's quite infamous for people getting it off.
Yeah. You mess up your braking point here, and then you're gonna take the other guy with you to the ground.
Yeah. Letao was saying commentators getting spicy. My man, we're just bringing you the action right now.
We're saying it as we see it.
Exactly. So Jark's just dropping back a bit, whilst Valdo just takes a bit of a breather and recuperates. Stiganate already having pulled 3.6 seconds on Valdo.
Sure.
And quite surprisingly, Valentino is catching up to Mikhail and leaving Stiganator behind in his Mustang.
Yeah, he's keeping that gap to under 2 seconds now for a while now.
For a while, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that livery is definitely helping him. What is that old Cecil phrase? Gluk gluk.
Gluk gluk.
It's definitely using that. Mikhail still on the back of this group. SMP Pro having a bit of a wiggle. A little bit of a wiggle as you enter up into the mountain before you get to the S's.
Ooh, I see Mikhail's got a small penalty. I'm not sure where he picked that up, but he's got a 0.9 second penalty that he has to kill off. And
negotiate there, yeah. So we're looking at the guys, yeah. Mikhail, I think he might have knocked a wall.
Yeah, it could be. But the three of them, 5, 6, or 4 of them actually, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Are quite sorry, 3 of them, 5, 6, and 7 are very close to each other.
Yeah, definitely. One of the guys just mentioning out there that Mikhail's doing quite well on fuel with his Mustang. SMP Pro running a bit wide now, falling back down into 6th, while Stick Safe takes that position. Yeah.
That's giving Mikhail a good run on him there.
There we go, Stick Safe pulling out, Mikhail hanging behind the two of them here. Luckily not 3 wide, but these two definitely pushing. Seeing a lot of lights flashing there by SMP Pro. Valentino's actually caught up now with these guys battling. And
Now
he's
it's
actually going.
it's a 4-car train. Did he
Yeah.
make a move there?
Ooh, SMP Pro running a bit wide now. Mikhail taking advantage here. He did try and make a move around the outside, but he decided to
Yeah.
hang back. He's on the inside now of SMP Pro. Does he
see
take
that,
the
yeah.
position?
No, he's staying back again.
3 Mustangs now battling behind these BMs. So, guys, if you didn't notice, the top 5 is an all BM top 5 currently. KOT's in first, second FLA's, Leap in third, Serious Sam in fourth, and Stick Safe in fifth here.
So from that top 5, you will never believe who has the most fuel left.
Oh, let's see, let's hear it. So KOT's Ferdy is definitely got a lot of fuel. Surprisingly as well, Leap is right there with him.
Yes.
Fuel. Serious Sam using just a bit more. Stick Safe also just about halfway on his fuel. 20 minutes left of this race. The guys have done 5 laps, so it looks like we're looking at about a 15-lap race.
Yeah.
I must also say that the guys in the Mustangs are suffering quite a bit more on tyre wear than the rest of the field, so we might see them pitting quite early. So Josh, just so that the viewers know, where did the admin team of GTSA come up with the King of the Mountain series?
So, surprisingly, we stole it off you, and the King of the Ring concept.
Yeah.
So last season we did King of the Ring, and then we said, you know what, we need to have something as fun as King of the Ring was to end this season. And because we're going with all real world tracks, we decided to use this Mount Panorama as the finale.
Okay. Okay, makes sense. And Mount Panorama specifically, because why?
Because it's a mountain, and it kind of makes it a bit poetic. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. And
nice stuff.
So since the season's over basically now, I know there was a lot of questions around the manufacturers that we gave to the guys to choose from. And one of the reasons for that was actually with this race in mind. We didn't want to choose manufacturers that had front-engined, front-wheel drive cars.
Okay, makes sense.
Because those things would just kill it around this mountain. So
yeah, for sure.
So that was the reason why we chose those manufacturers, because none of them have a FF car.
True, I actually didn't think of it in that way. I think that's actually quite a good point to have made.
Yep.
Because like you said, this is a FF dominant track.
Yeah.
KOT's picking up a 1 second penalty.
He went a bit deep into that corner, and I'm sure he probably put all 4 tires over the curb there.
Cut it too much there. We'll see if he can rub it off. I think the second last corner, it's a good place to kind of scrub off a penalty. The guys in the top 4 have kind of spread out now, although we got Serious Sam making a move on Leap. At least he's just having a quick look, letting him know that he's there. Stick Safe with the 2-car train behind them in 5th.
Mr. Fox, what do you have against King of the Ring?
Oh, I didn't see that. Great explanation about the manufacturers. Thanks there, Latabo. So the guy's just settling in nicely. Mikhail with the 0.9 second penalty, but going around the outside of the last corner with Stick Safe. SMP Pro managing to hang in there. I think Valentino might have had a bit of an off. He's fallen down into 9th place, while Stiganator's now up in 8th and actually catching up to this train, so that's good on him. Valdu and Sharks having a race of their own at the back of the grid in 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
KT still with his 1 second penalty, controlling the race, and FLA still right there behind him with a whole lot of fuel still in his tank. So that's awesome stuff from them there. So Josh, sorry.
Sorry man, who was the guy that commented that the BMWs are going to be the first to pit? I have a feeling it's going to be the Mustangs looking at the fuel consumption here.
The Mustangs definitely, with their fuel
Yeah,
consumption
yeah.
as well as their tires, definitely falling behind on a lot of the group here.
Yeah.
Arnold.
Walter of it actually is battling with his tires. His tire wear is quite bad now.
Yeah, definitely. His front right is quite dead. I think that's why Jock's managing to keep up with him at the moment. Someone asked you, Arnold, who is King of the Ring Sting? So King of the Ring was my man over here in his Mustang, Mikhail 05. The Ring Sting, I'm not too sure. I think maybe Malgary?
It'll probably be a fight between our Gary and Amani if Amani was around. So.
Ooh, yeah. Actually, forgot about him. Don't know why he's not here currently. Oh, Mr. Vettel's P-word is in the chat now. Fluffy, welcome, brother. So we're looking at our leaders. Lap 7, they're still going around for another lap. Leap as well. Yeah. Serious Sam staying with him. Mikhail. So a bit of commotion at the back here with Stiganator and StigSafe. I think StigSafe actually got past him. Mikhail and... Sorry, SMP Pro actually in the pits. And Valentino and Mikhail as well.
A few of them in the pits, yeah.
Yep. So Mikhail doing better on fuel than the other guys. So what's the pit stop here by Mikhail putting in some fuel. Likely to fuel to the finish as it's 15 minutes now. So he's topped up and exiting now.
So I see that none of the guys have actually went with the hard tire.
Yeah, I think they knew that the hard tire, well, with the fuel, the hard tire may have lasted them, but I don't think it was the quicker tire for this race, being such a quick, short sprint.
Yeah.
Then again, I think Mr. JRR, when we saw him practicing earlier, he was on the hard tire,
so
he might have made
yeah, but he's a bit of a sandbagger, so he normally does that.
Sandbagger extraordinaire. What was the pole time, guys? So pole time was by Stiganator, 202.
Yes.
202.2. Current fastest lap, Stiganator surprisingly, well, 203.6. So he's definitely putting a move on it, and surprisingly currently in P5, yet to make a pit stop.
FLAC is making a move on Karties now.
We got FLAC looking on the outside of Karties. Awesome racing by these M3s. Who would have known? Side by side into the corner. He brakes early and lets Karties go through. I have a feeling these guys...
He's just trying to put some pressure on Karties.
Yeah, definitely. Karties with no fuel in the tank. He's definitely putting FLAC.
He's into the pits,
staying out. Leap ZA staying out for one more lap. Serious Sam missing the pits. Oh, and into the wall. Unfortunate for him there. No. Stiganator in the pits. Hopefully Serious Sam can still get into the pits.
Yes, he just made it to get in there.
Awesome.
Well, he's battling.
He's in there. Jacques also pitting now. Mikhail going around after his pit stop.
He's already done a pit, yeah.
Yep, let's see where he actually comes out compared to the other guys. Showing him as third currently, with SMP Pro still on him. Karties out the pits now. So Mikhail coming out in 4th, Stiganator coming out in 6th from the pits. So Mikhail actually jumping some spots there.
Yeah. I think he had a good lap after the pits, yeah. So
yeah, definitely. Let's hope we can make that undercut last.
Yeah.
Both him and SMP Pro. Awesome stuff there by the Mustang boys. But we got our man who actually was on pole, had to start in last, and now up to 6th place, Stiganator hunting them down in Godzilla.
Yeah.
But we've got Stiganator and StigSafe, both 6th and 7th.
The Stig guys.
The Stig boys. Kunue in the chat, I don't sandbag. Letabo, that pit entry always catches people out. That's for sure, and unfortunately it caught Serious Sam out now, who's actually come out in 9th place from 4th place, so that is quite unfortunate. Shaheen saying this pit entry is better than the one at Etopolis. Yeah, for sure.
That is true. That is true.
Sharks now up to 10th after the pits with Valdo in 11th. Valdo's been struggling in this race after qualifying so well. It's quite unfortunate to see. So FLA's rounding into the pits now, as well as Leap ZA. So Carty's about 17.7 seconds behind them. He's just coming around the second last corner. As you can
Let's
see,
see if he can get back in the lead.
he's
This is going to
definitely
be a close one.
He's been pushing at this out lap. He's been
Yeah,
revving this
yeah,
car
yeah.
full out with 11 minutes left to go in the race. Let's see if Mr. FLA's gets the jump on him. FLA's has got the jump on him. FLA's
he's
is out
got
the
it,
pits
yeah.
with a 6-second or 5-second gap.
Wow, that's
Leap.
actually quite a big gap, I must say.
It's a big gap. Leap still 1.4 seconds behind Carty's. So great fuel saving tactics and
Sure.
great racecraft here by FLA's, our leader currently, who's 4.6 seconds ahead of Mr. Carty's. Let's see if he can make this last till the end of the race. Stephen Berry saying he can't save in the slipstream any longer. Well, based on how he's been driving, I don't believe he needs to save any fuel to keep up his pace.
It's going to be close though, because if you look at his fuel compared to Carty's and Leap, he's got quite a lot less.
It's a lot less, yeah. But if we look at their gearing, I think we'll have to wait till we get onto this Conrad straight. Carty's still revving his car out full. Leap actually having fueled a lot more, so he's going to be definitely revving his car out as much as he can. Mikhail,
but if you look at FLA's, I mean, he's barely going past the halfway on the rev counter, so...
There we go. Like we said, he's going to be saving fuel for the next lap or two, but think about it this way, Josh. He was 5.1 seconds from the pits.
Yeah.
Still on cold tires, now keeping that 4.5 second gap, which is quite impressive considering that he's saving fuel.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true, yeah. Awesome stuff. So Josh, just to jump back into our chats, so with the GTSA 2019 season over, what do you have any insights for us for next year for the guys?
Well, look, we have been talking a lot about, the focus of GTSSA, and I know there's quite a few guys that have brought it up in the past, and they feel that we may have lost our focus in terms of like FIA and getting that accreditation to actually take part in FIA properly.
Okay.
So we have a few things lined up and planned that we want to try. And just to see if we can't push the focus more on the FIA races as well.
Okay.
So there are a couple of major changes that might happen, but everything is still in discussion. So yeah.
Okay.
But there is going to be some good changes, and then also there's going to be I've got quite a few changes lined up for the regulations and the race settings and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Just
cool.
to make things a lot easier.
Okay, cool. And are we looking at roughly 4 seasons again next year?
Most likely 4. I think it's a nice split.
Yep.
4 seasons. So yeah. But
yeah.
I don't know if I know Stephen Berry's not gonna like this, but I want to look at probably having a open tune season.
Okay, that's going to be quite interesting, and I think a lot of the guys might actually enjoy that. In the chat here, Bryce asking, will there be sprint races for fun?
Oh yeah, I'm sure over December and January there will definitely be a lot of races, a lot of racing.
A lot of racing.
I know Monday Night Madness seems to be back, and then there's something, the Wreckfest or something like that. I don't know. Quintus knows about that one.
Wreckfest is the game?
No, not Wreckfest. Something like that.
Okay.
Whatever the guys were doing on Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And
Thunderdome, that's it. There we go. Stephen Berry.
That's the one.
Yes.
Thunderdome. Okay, cool. And what I wanted to ask, the website GTSportSA.co.za.
Yes.
I believe you'll probably be using that a lot more, communicating with the guys over and above what's in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, yes. Look, there's been a lot of talk about moving to Discord and a whole lot of stuff. And every time we do a vote, the majority of the community says they don't want to move to Discord. So we've stuck with WhatsApp. There is some limitations to it, but I think we've done a pretty good job of it. But
Yeah.
with the website getting revamped and a whole lot of changes being made to the website, we can be using that a lot more.
Okay.
You know?
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome stuff. No, good to hear. Guys, if you don't know, those in chat, GTSport SA, you can find us online on the internet, gtsportsa.co.za. If you are looking to maybe join, if you haven't competed with us before, please do get in contact with either myself or Josh, so that you can join in the WhatsApp group. And then also, if you need, the GTSport SA website has all the information regarding upcoming races. It will have information on the new season in the coming weeks. Let's say possibly next year. Let's say next year to be
Yeah.
safe, because the guys are still in chats about how they're going to run things for next year. Josh, also just for your input, sir.
Yeah.
So if we're not if I've read correctly, PS5 is going to be coming out the end of next year.
Yes.
And we've heard some rumors that they're looking into a Gran Turismo game being launched with that new console.
Yeah.
I'm hoping GTSA is probably going to follow suit and obviously not drop GT Sport, but
Yes.
maybe make that shift slowly but surely onto the new platform.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, like you said, it's just rumors for now. But I mean, if there is if the next GT Sport is part of the launch titles,
Yep.
then we will definitely start shifting over. Obviously, we'll give everyone time to get the new console and get the new game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in all likelihood, there'll probably have to be two simultaneous series running, one for PS5 and one for PS4.
Okay,
Who
cool.
knows? Yeah.
I think that will work out definitely, and I think a lot of the guys being fans of GT Sport or Gran Turismo in general won't think twice about getting the game. I think the problem will be getting the console firstly. Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes also. And I think with Papa Jerry, yourself, Frankie, and is it Valdo or is JP?
JP.
JP, yeah. I think you guys definitely will probably make good inroads into getting the guys competing still on GT Sport and Werner. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Stephen Berry saying he'll be stuck on PS4 forever. Stephen, I thought that about PS2 when Need for Speed Underground came out. Underground 2. But look, we're here now. There we go, buying Stephen a PS5 now. Gary. Kendall K-Dog saying Pay It Forward is going to be working overtime to get guys PS5s. Putting Josh under pressure, and I think Psycho Sheep as well also be felt like he's going to be put under pressure with that too.
Yeah. Sure. The gap between Katis and Leap.
battling it out. There. Got them here on stream.
Leap is making a move.
He's on the inside. He actually set the fastest lap last lap round, so he's just moved up to second now. Carty's sticking in third. I think that's quite sensible about with Carty's. I think he's thinking about the next final race rather than battling it out now. They're quite comfortable with the top three.
Mikhail is in fifth and he has basically a 1 second penalty that he will need to shave off, because otherwise StickSafe will actually take up that position.
True story. It's 0.9 now, and he is just under 0.9 with StickSafe behind him.
Yeah.
Stickinator actually just took him on that last lap.
Yeah.
So well done.
And you know, at the end of the race, if you have a penalty, if it's less than a second, then they round it off to a second.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. You better make sure he gets ahead there.
Yeah.
Gap for first and second from Mr. Fox. FLA's keeping that gap at 4 seconds currently, and I see Carty's actually took leap.
Carty's in front again. Yeah.
He must have taken him on that second corner.
Yes.
These guys are making sure they keep themselves awake and on their toes. But who would have called it, guys? BMW top 3, top Yep, with the Godzilla in 4th and Mustang in 5th. Just going down the order. Jarks in 10th, Valdo in 11th. So, FLA surrounding Forest's elbow onto the Conrad straight. He's about to start the last lap of the race. We've got 1 minute 10 seconds to go. Fatabo saying Nissan is a beast if you can get it around the corners. Godzilla would have won if it never had to start from the back, that's for sure. It's quite amazing how Mr. Stiganator actually made it to 4th place from last on the grid.
Yeah.
He's definitely the Valtteri Bottas of this race. So we got FLA surrounding the final corner now with a 4.6 second gap. So pulling on the guys in 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, I see Sean's comment there. Would have been a different race if Paul start where you're supposed to. Yes, that is true. But just remember that the grid for the 2nd race is actually going to be reversed, so it might work in his advantage.
It might just do so. So we got Cartes now 2nd, Leap in 3rd, Stiganator in 4th, Mikhail 5th. Mikhail and StigSafe definitely battling out for that 5th place. Just gonna stick with them now as we see StigSafe getting ever closer to Mikhail. Mikhail holding the inside for the 2nd corner and keeping 2nd but drifting around it. I can see his tires a little bit. Oh, Mikhail definitely playing it tough. He's got no fuel left in that Mustang.
Yeah.
Hopefully he makes it to the end of this lap.
I was just thinking the same thing. He's quite a bit away from the end of that lap.
Yeah. And like StigSafe played it quite safe in the pits, filling his car.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's quite tight. We'll catch them round shortly. SMP Pro also quite dead on fuel. Behind these guys, we got Valentino, Sirius Sam, Jarks not making the time limit. He's just finished the race, as well as Valdo de Vet in 10th and 11th. FLAce, your race leader, now 6.4 seconds ahead of 2nd and 3rd. Amazing stuff by him, playing a brilliant strategy around this track. Josh, I think we might already have our King of the Mountain here, just judging by his strategy.
Sure. Well, we'll have to see if you can do it from the back of the grid now.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's finishing in 1st place. Michelin Driver of the Day, Stiganator by Shaheen.
I do agree with that though.
I must agree, he's definitely made sure he fought quite hard through the field. FLA is flashing his lights. P1, race 1. Cartes with his 1 second penalty.
That
finishing in 2nd but dropping him to 3rd. Leap in 2nd. Stiganator 4th. StigSafe 5th. SMP Pro in 6th. Looks like we've lost Mikhail. Valentino
all the way down. Oh, it looks like he spun. Because
7th. Serious Sam in 8th.
Ghosting now.
Yeah, he's definitely run out of fuel, so he's just coasting it to the line now. Unfortunate there for Mikhail. You see, I told you, Josh. Commentators curse. I told you. Damn. That's unfortunate there for Mikhail. Masterclass from FLA, says Latavo. Definite masterclass. Schofield going home now. Drive soon. Drive safe, brother. Please make sure you're safe on the roads.
Hope you get home in time for the 2nd race, Shaheen.
Yeah, let's hope he does. So, let's just run through the order here. FLA's in 1st, Leap in 2nd. 2nd because Cartes had a 1 second penalty, who finished then 3rd. Stiganator with an awesome race in 4th place. StigSafe in 5th. SMP Pro in 6th.
I see Stiganator's on our chat there.
Yeah, he's chatting here. Says psst. I don't know if he's calling a cat or if he's trying to make sure you know he's there. Skitty had to crawl once or twice this season. Well done, Stiganator from Mr. Fox. FLA's King of the Mountain from MUFC Monty. Yes, I'm here, bruh. Stiganator is here. Cool, so let's just go back to those race results, guys. Sorry, Josh, and I'm
Wow.
talking a lot.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
So FLA's in first place with his M3, Leap ZA in second place with his M6, Cartes in third with his M3. He finished third because of a 1/6 penalty. Stiganator finishing fourth in his GTR, Stick Safe in fifth with his M6, SMP Pro in sixth with his Mustang, Valentino in sixth with the Mustang, Serious Sam in eighth with his M6, sorry, Valentino in seventh with his Mustang. Mikhail in ninth with his Mustang. Unfortunately, he was running in fourth and ran out of fuel towards the end of the race there, so very unfortunate for him. Jacques in 10th with his GTR, and Valdo de Vet in 11th with his Mustang, and in 12th we had our DC who was ultra lean in his Ferrari. Unfortunate there, he DC'd in 12th, and Mr. JRR, who was also meant to race, unfortunate, he lost his lights due to ESCOM. Cool, Josh. So race 1,
Cool.
thoughts? Happy?
Wow, what a race! What a
What a
race!
race. What a
I
race.
think I'm just as tired as the guys that were racing.
Nah, for sure. I think it was quite tough. I think the guys definitely worked hard in the GR3 cars on the track tonight. So guys, we're going to move on to race 2 very swiftly. Race 2 is the same settings. We have tire wear that's going to be bumped up to 7 times.
I'm just gonna be giving the guys the car for the second race. I forgot they don't know what car it is.
Okay, cool. So let's hold on that announcement for now, but you can definitely type it on this lobby. So as I said, it's race 2. They're going to be using the same settings, 30 minutes race. The top 5 from the last race are going to battle it out for King of the Mountain, and it's going to be in reverse grid. So Mr. FLAs, who won the last race, he's going to be starting in 5th place, Leap in 4th, Cartes in 3rd, Stiganator in 2nd, and Stick Safe in 1st. Mr. Josh, would you like to let the stream know what car class and what car they are using for the final race?
Okay, so the car class is actually going to be a GR4.
So it's a level down, but nonetheless still should be exciting racing. And what car are they using?
And the car they will be using is the Volkswagen Scirocco.
Amazing stuff. So there we have it, guys. The guys are going to be using the VW Scirocco for the King of the Ring finale around Man Panorama in a 30-minute race. What do you guys think?
I'm going to give the guys 10 minutes just to get their liveries if they have it, and then
sure.
We'll start the race.
Sure, awesome stuff, awesome stuff. So I'm going to end the stream there, so join us in the next 10-15 minutes, guys, for the King of the Ring finale part 2 around Mount Panorama GR4 cars in the VW Scirocco. Thanks, guys, see you in 10 minutes.